Let's talk about the ultimate face remedy for both wrinkly and dry skin. The skin is the largest organ in the body, and anything that you put on the skin gets absorbed inside into the body, eventually through the liver. And it's amazing what types of things people put on their skin. I mean, just all sorts of chemical lotions and makeup, you name it. They scrub the skin, they sterilize it. You have friendly bacteria on your skin, right? And if you sterilize it, the skin becomes red. It dries out, or sometimes it becomes too oily. So it's very important to understand not to put anything on your skin that could be toxic. Compound that with pollution. If someone smokes, secondhand smoke, or let's say you smoke, and all that goes into the body. I mean, you have fluoride and chloride in your shower with it, hitting your skin. You have the sun's UV radiation that damages the skin. And then on top of that, you have all the stuff that you eat, and drink, like alcohol or consumption of trans fats. All that goes into the body, and it can greatly affect the skin. I think one of the worst things for the skin is going on a low-fat diet, because skin is mainly protein and fat. And I remember in practice when I would see people come in that on a low-fat diet, even on the keto diet, and they're on low-fat, as in the ideal protein, where they're using this low-carb and extremely low-fat diet. And of course, the ingredients are very poor. Like I think they use soy protein isolates as their protein. I notice very quickly the person starts looking older, not just their skin, but their hair. They just age. The more junk food that we eat, the faster the aging of our skin. What is ultra-processed food? Well, now they synthesize corn to turn that into corn sugar or high fructose corn syrup. So you have this synthesized synthetic sugars, you have these synthetic starches, right? Corn starches. And then you have something probably even more deadly, which is the oils, the seed oils. Highly industrialized, highly refined, very unstable oil that tends to create a lot of oxidation in the body. I mean, it creates inflammation in the inside of the arteries, in the organs, and the different tissues. And what about on the skin, right? The thing about these oils is it gets lodged into our membranes and our skin, and it stays in there for 2.5 to 3 years. And so when you have too much of these seed oils, right, that's omega-6, okay, and not enough of the omega-3 oils, that's like fish oils or cod liver oil, you start developing flaky, dry, red skin because they both compete with each other. And I'm talking about like soy oil, corn oil, canola, cottonseed oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil. These are all highly processed oils they use solvents like hexane. They deodorize it, decolorize it. I mean, a lot of these omega-6 oils, like sunflower oil, for example, are in creams, facial creams. It's going to dry out your skin. It's going to make your skin older. So you also want to make sure there's no alcohol in your skin creams. So in the last 100 years, we basically have been increasing the seed oils in our diet to a factor of 1,600% more. And even in the last 20 years, we've doubled the amount of seed oils. Highly inflammatory, oxidizes the skin. In fact, I'm thinking about doing like a 30-day seed oil detox. I'm going to call it an oil change, right? Just to see how many health benefits would happen, not just with your skin, but the whole body by just avoiding these oils for a short period of time. What would be the thing to put on the skin? Well, are you sitting down for this? Grass-fed tallow. That's actually beef fat. Now, before you click off, just hear me out. It might sound disgusting, but the chemistry of tallow is very similar to the chemistry of part of your skin. In fact, the Latin word for tallow means sebum. That's like the oil that your body produces, the skin oil. Tallow will not oxidize the skin. It will not cause inflammation. It has vitamin A, D, E, K. It also has something called CLA, which tends to retain moisture in the skin. And tallow is not like coconut oil, which will make your skin really greasy and oily. It gives your skin a very nice softness, a healthy glow, and a lot of the nutrients in this tallow can also help some of the dark spots as well on the skin and help wrinkles. You should just try it for a week and just see what happens. Now, as far as the type of fat that's in here, you have about 50% of its actual saturated fats. You also have oleic acid, okay, which is a really good moisturizer. You have palmitic acid, which softens the skin.
You also have stearic acid, which repairs the skin.
And then you have linoleic acid. That's at omega-6, but it's only like 2%. So it's very, very small numbers. So I'm not recommending a certain brand of tallow, but you can just look at the reviews and just read what people are reporting. But you start using tallow on your skin instead of regular chemical moisturizers with omega-6 oils, and you're going to see a huge, huge change. And there's no chemicals in it. And it's kind of a forgotten secret because we used to use this long ago, but then we replaced it because someone came up with this idea that, oh, saturated fat is bad for us. No, unsaturated fats in the quantities that we're consuming them, and then the type of these unsaturated fats that we're using is just so unhealthy. So if you do the combination of two things, just get rid of these omega-6 seed oils out of your diet, and you start using tallow on your skin, and you start consuming fish oils or cod liver oil for the omega-3, within a matter of weeks, I think you're going to see a huge shift in your skin. So go ahead and try this and then comment down below. And if you have not seen my video on how to address dry, wrinkly hands, I put that video right up here. Check it out. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat-burning triggers and blockers and fat-burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising. And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.